Very good morning to you all. Look at that. Machine in progress. How fantastic is that? Today we are bringing you the latest edition of our Tattered Lace download archive. And oh my goodness me. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see what we've done with the price. It's incredible. Right, well that's busy. I can talk to you. Look, hands-free. Great, isn't it? If only I could do everything in life like that. It does it. Just does it. So where can you watch us? This is live shopping. So live shopping is a concept that was born during lockdown, believe it or not. Surprise, surprise. There were some good things that came out of it. And what it allows you to do is shop while you watch, because for 20 years I've worked on a TV channel and it's driven me crazy that we're sending our customers away from a visual channel where you're watching all your demonstrations to shop. What live shopping enables you to do is shop while you watch, which is just brilliant. So you can watch us on YouTube now, so you can put us on your big TVs and watch us on there. If you're going to shop, you can shop on our Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video. That's going to pop that product into a basket for you, and you can add to that basket as you go through the show. Then we're going to send you a message which will land in your messenger inbox, and that will say thank you very much for your order, and also in there is a link. You're going to click that link and that will take you to our website highlightcrafts.com. You need to log into your account. That's really important, because by logging in you get the benefits of being a club member. Okay. If you haven't opened an account with us yet, please do so, because it's free. And again, for free, it automatically makes you a member of Club Highlight, where you get extra discount, loyalty points, and on a basket spend over £35, you get free shipping, which is great. All the benefits, right? But no monthly subscription, no yearly renewal fee, none of that. If you're going to shop with us on our website, you will find that when you click on the watch live, all the items on the show will come up down the right hand side of your screen, and you can literally click the ones that you want to add to your baskets. As easy as that. A little red shopping bag will appear at the top of your screen with all your goodies in there, and when you're ready to go through that login and checkout process, click on that bag and that will take you through there. Now, we talk about getting a basket to £35 and over on a spend after everything's come off. The other way you can do that is go onto our website, and on the homepage there's a banner that says shop today's deals. You can then shop the deals that are in every show on that day. So if you are going out, if you've got to go to work, if you go out, you've got a hospital appointment, whatever it is, and you can't take us with you, because we like going around with you, it's quite cool, then you can absolutely do that before you go out, which is great. So you're not going to miss out on any of the deals, because we've got people all the time going, I missed out. I'm like, no, you've got to check your baskets out. That's the thing. Right, so I'm going to show you exactly what we've got for you today. That's busy working away. And then I'm going to take a design into Canvas Workspace, and we're going to see how many different things we can do, because the pricing on this is quite extraordinary. Normally what we do is we go into the Tattered Lace archive. So these were all USBs. And when we used to bring them to you on USBs at the beginning, they were $79.99. Then they came down in price because of the volume that we were having made to $49.99. Today, for each individual set that I'm about to show you, it was going to be $24.99. Look at all this good bunk here on these post-it notes. This is Stephanie going, no, not low enough. No, not low enough. No, not low enough. So we've brought them down individually to £12.50, which is incredible value for money. We took one of the designs this morning, and I think it was costing 20p for a design, and we can draw them, foil them, cut them, emboss them, paper pierce with some of them. So you've got 5 different things that you can do with that one file, which makes it 4p an application. That's before you resize it. So it's pennies that it's costing you in the long run. So let's start with my favourite, which is shop lace. If somebody said to you, tattered lace, this is probably the thing that you would think about, because you're getting all of these beautiful, intricate, detailed designs, which are absolutely stunning. Now you can mix and match this, so you could foil the outside, cut the inside. You could pick out certain elements, maybe the detail lines, foil those with your foiling starter kit. It's all about how you set those lines to do what you want them to do in canvas. The broderie corners, we're going to do a demonstration with that at some point. This is fabulous because you can make a whole frame out of it. Then you get a different shape that appears in the center of it. So it just keeps giving. When you've got files like this, you're never going to run out. You're never going to be stuck for a design to play with on that particular day. So all of these fantastic corners, borders, etc., etc., doilies, rectangular frames, square frames, little neck collars in here as well. These are going to look absolutely stunning. Now, remember, these were originally USBs. So every single one of these files has been tested on the CM600 or the CM300. They're not tested on an SDX, they're tested on a CM. So we know that these have been taken. They've been digitally altered from the die to make sure that it works within the parameters that the scan and cut needs. So all of that editing bit has been done for you, which is great. So if you want that one, shop lace, that's going to cost you £12.50. That's ridiculous. Now, we do have a deal on all four. So if you want all four, you're going to get an even better price. Most of you are going for all four this morning. If you want the code for that, it's shop bundle, and it's $39.99. Now, we're bringing you an Art Deco series of designs here. How stunningly beautiful are these? I love these circles. They're going to be super, super cool. Imagine paper piercing those. They're going to look amazing as a background. You've got these fabulous corners in here. Send it into canvas, divide it. You can make it into a whole frame. You've got your Art Deco violet in here. Now, all those cut lines, all those detail lines that go into those dies, they're still there for your scan and cut, but you can set them as drawing files or foiling files, or you could do them on your vellum. You've got this huge array, even things like that. That and that you've got in at least 250 different sizes, and the matte layers that go with them. And they can be apertures, card fronts, all the frames, all those different things, because we work digitally, that we can do. I love the deco embellishments on here. They're so elegant. Those in black vinyl with a gold drop shadow or a silver drop shadow will look absolutely phenomenal. Then you've got this, the Deco Cityscape. That's going to be great, even for like your superhero characters. You know, that on a card for a teenage boy is going to be brilliant, because most superheroes are set in a city, aren't they? That's going to be fabulous for that. You've got two full fonts in here that you can resize, which is absolutely incredible. And then you've got that sweeping stairway, but that's not it. We then come down here and you've got all of these designs as well. There's so much versatility within these. It's incredible value for money. So that one, if you want that by itself, that is Shop Deco, and that's £12.50. I mean, good grief. Crazy value. Next one is this one. This is your glitz and glam. So these are all your party scenes in here. This again, Shop Glam, £12.49. I'll stand like that so I look like I'm straight. We're having a wobble. We've got a wobble. Amanda's not happy. She don't want to let it go though either. She's like holding on to it for dear life over there. It's technology. Oh, I see Amber. Magic touch. Remember? Is it?
Up that way.
Oh no, that's not good. Right, we'll wait until it gets right. We're all right. We're good, aren't we? What did you put the code as for lace? Shop lace. No, just lace by itself. Will get you. That's the code. Bear with. That gets you the code for the spin the wheel. Okay, so lace. Don't type shop lace. Gone away now. It's having a moment, this, isn't it, today? Oh dear.
Oh my goodness. Just bear with.
Right, bear with us.
Right.
Let's set it down on the.
Close up now.
I'm stepping back from that. Oh my goodness me.
What is it doing?
There we go. There we go.
Oh,
There you are. It's
just
going
give it a
slowly. Look,
second.
it's moving.
Just bear with it.
There we go.
There we are.
That's
That's
it.
straight.
Oh,
Amanda, breathe. Breathe. I'm in a dippy fetch like, no. Right, don't let it. Oh, now it's going a bit wonky again. Keep it still. Right, next one. Honestly, technology is a wonderful thing when it works, isn't it? Shop Glam is going to get you all of these images for £12.50. This is crazy, right, Amanda? You're going to come and have to look at them. You can't stand there for an hour like that. Don't work like that, kid. She's like standing there. She don't want us to. Just come on. There we are. Look. So you've got all of these fantastic. That chandelier. Oh my goodness me. I have cut that out of fabric at the size it appears on the screen, and you couldn't even see where it had cut. It was immaculate. Now, we did have a question this morning that I didn't get a chance to answer, saying, could you cut some of these out and use them with fabric? As long as they don't have detail lines in it. So if it's like that and they don't have any detail lines, like that parasol there has little cut lines there, which isn't going to work with your fabric because it's going to open your fabric up. However, you can edit them in Canvas Workspace and remove those lines, because we don't compound our designs. We keep them so you can get to all that detail inside. So you're going to get all of these. These are great for teenage girls, for prom, anniversaries, weddings, all that kind of thing. I love the nail varnish. That's a cracking one, isn't it? So Shop Glam will get you all of those for £12.50, or you can have, or as well as, Shop Typical, and you get all of these. Now, these are absolutely stunningly beautiful. I mean, why would you not? That mask, you could literally make it into a mask. You've got your cupcakes in there, you've got your candles, but look at the detail inside the candle. Forget the candle. Look at all these flourishes that you've got here and down there. These are extras because you can get to that detail. The corner there, you can just use that bit. You've got another full font in bunting in here. The doily. How many different things can you get from a doily? And that's what we're going to look at in the demos today as well, because I think it's really important that you learn how to split all these files up and get the most value out possible. So if you want the lacy one, shop lace. If you want the Art Deco one, shop Deco. If you want the glam one, shop Glam. And if you want the typical tattered lace, it's shop Typical. However, there is also shop Bundle. Now, if you buy it through the shop Bundle, you're making a further saving, right? So it brings it down to $39.99 for all four, £10 each. That's before your club discount, plus your loyalty points back on there. No shipping because it's digital, and you can be working with this afternoon. Shortcoming and pressing the buttons for you. There's not much else I can do, is there really? Right, so if you want that one, that's available for you. Let's put these back over here because we can recap those later on. Now, some of those designs will be amazing in vinyl. So think about your mobile phone cases. You could do the cocktail glass in there. Also, think about doing them on things like our construction weight acetate. So if you cut things out of vinyl, weed it all out, lift it up with your transfer tape, put it onto the construction weight acetate, burnish it down and peel it back. You can then work on the back of that with things like your Cadence paints, your hybrids, because they go on any surface, and you can create your own stained glass window images. So Scan and Cut is brilliant for paper piercing because it's got, or paper piecing, because it's got that straight blade, so it literally slots back together like a jigsaw. But if you haven't got the patience for that, or you don't want to keep cutting out lots of different colours and piecing it back in, you can do it with your vinyl, and even alcohol markers on the back, it'll look amazing. So what you're going to get in here is 30 12 by 12 sheets of vinyl that is perfect for your Scan and Cut. If you've got your vinyl starter kit, you're going to need that because it cuts vinyl incredibly well. And you will also get, the colours will vary slightly, not massively, but slightly. But I have been guaranteed by our warehouse staff that you will get some of the speciality ones in there as well. Okay, so it's not just about plain vinyl. You've got glossy, you've got chalkboard, you've got matte, and then you've got your speciality ones in there as well. So that's going to work perfectly in conjunction with that. Also, you can cut vinyl with your dies. So if you've got your Pro Cut last week, or if you've got a Pro Cut at home or any die cutting machine that has a metal shim, you can then cut vinyl with your dies. How exciting is that? All your sentiments. All those really lacy designs. And the sticky already. Great, right? Right, good morning to a few of you here. We've got Joyce in here. We've got Nikki. I'm on the wrong show here, Amber, I think. I've got some different comments in there. Right, while we're doing that, let's have a look at this. So We've got 2 sets of vinyl for you. Now these are chalkboard. This is as matte as you can get with the black. You're going to get 30 sheets across 2 packs, and in each sheet you get a bonus transfer sheet in there as well. So Shop Black is going to get you 30 sheets with your 2 transfer sheet bonuses for $12.99. Those in black, some of those as silhouettes are going to look incredible. Then you've got your white vinyl sheets. Now these are printable. So if you cut them down to A4 and you change your settings to photo glossy, it will then print on that and it will dry. So you can make all your own vinyl stickers then, which is super exciting. Shop White, $19.99 is going to get you 30 sheets plus your transfer sheets. Right, now we've got some cardstock added to the shows. We've got our dark and lights. This is perfect for your scan and cut. This is what I've been using to cut out. I also use some of the posh card as well because it'll go through the different layers. So you're going to get 50 sheets across all of these colours, 10 colours, 5 of each. And they're a lovely colour palette. I would say this one for you coming up to your Christmas cards, things like that, or your more masculine colours. I love the fact that we've got that rich chocolate brown in there, and you've also got black in there as well. So that's Shop Darks, $27.99. If you're a pastel or a bright person, then this set is for you. Shop Light, $27.99 will get you all of these. 5 sheets of each going from summer into spring or spring into summer, whichever way round you like. Shop Light, $27.99. Now, Stephanie's snuck in again, I've noticed. This is a deal and a half. Diane had this on at the weekend, I believe she said. And we're getting you 100 A4 sheets of brights across 5 colours. So you're going to get 20 sheets of each. I think it's about a 180, this card. It's a nice weight. It's brilliant for your mats and layers, and also for cutting out really fine detailed designs as well. Shop Bright, ready? $6.99 for 100 sheets before your club discount. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? That might be the thing that you add in to get your basket over £35. Right, now then, from yesterday, we have a few of the piercing sets left. I think there's 11 people didn't check out last night. So it's come out of your basket and gone back into stock. So if you want this one, this is brilliant, this product. And I'll show you this as we go through the hour. If you want to be able to create designs like, let me bring these over, like these, and think about some of the designs that are on that Toast Tattered Lace downloads. They're going to look incredible. Or that one, which was a stencil design. Or that one, which is done on your vellum. So it looks like that at the front. Look how fabulous that is at the back. So you can decide which way around you use it. Maybe it's something like this that you want to use. The paper piercing kit from Brother will do that for you. Now, we've got 11 in stock. When it's gone, it's going to be weeks before we get it back in. So if you're thinking about a gift for somebody, if you're treating yourself and you want it, my suggestion will be that you get it in your basket and you check it out, because when it's gone, it won't be back for a while. And there's nothing we can do to change it. It's all about how Brother bring their stock into the country. And just little things like that, even the designs that are inside your machine. I love the fact that you can do your apertures now. You know that pin dot detail that you get with your dies, and it's lovely, and we've never been able to achieve it before. Paper piercing. Great, isn't it? So if you want that starter kit, I'll talk you through exactly what comes with it now so that you know what you're buying, because that's important. And then we'll jump into a demo with this. But just before we do that, let me just undo this for you, unload it. And let me bring off this. This is the most satisfying thing ever when you just peel it back like that. And every single piece of this has cut perfectly. It's fantastic. So we're going to peel all this back like this, very gently, and then we've got a little bit there where it's just because my mat's not sticky enough, but look, you've got all of that beautiful tattered lace design in there, but you could just use the corner, you could just use that bit. That's the joy. Versatility, okay? Versatility, which is great. Comments don't seem to be showing what, darling? On the iPad?
I'll let you know.
Okay. All right, lovely. Right, well, we'll do this. Right, while I'm doing this, look at this. Nesting shape, aperture, frames, all of that, which is great, right? Make a whole background out of a shape like that. Put two together, you've got like a medallion. There is so much versatility when you own a Scan and Cut, and I know you know that, but when we bring you deals like this, £40 for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tattered lace designs, that's incredible. And that needs shouting from the rooftops, in my opinion, because that's just magic, isn't it? When you think it was, even at its best price, they were $44.99 as a club member, you're still saving a fiver than you would have paid for one, and you're getting 5 of them, which is incredible value for money. Right, so let me talk to you about the paper piercing so you can make an informed decision. So inside the box, you're going to get your mat, all right? So this is a mat that comes with it, and it's got this black polymer on top of it. And I went to Brother and I said, please, 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 can we make... Oh, yeah, it is black underneath as well. Sorry, I'm just random. I went to Brother and I said, right, I'd like us to do a paper piercing. And they were like, why? So I took a die and I went, this. And that beautiful pin dot detail. And they went, okay, we'll go away and think about that. And they came back with this. Now, this is for SDX customers only. And the reason for that is on this machine, you can lift the back rollers on an SDX. You can't on a CM. And because of the depth of this polymer that's on here, or whatever the material is, it hits the scanner unit at the back of a CM. So this is for SDX only, and I'm all right with that because I don't want you to damage your machine, okay? There's no other way they could have done it. They can't make that thinner because then the action of that needle going up and down will go through the mat and start to affect your machine, and obviously we don't want that. So you get that. You also get 2 of these little tools with your needles. So you've got 0.4, that's super, super, super fine, and then you've got 0.8, and they just pop into this new... Just take the top of that one. You've got that needle as well. And these pop in, you get this holder with it. So this isn't an extra, it all comes in the box. You also get an activation card with patterns on that activation card for you. Now, there's something I need to tell you. You can't resize those designs. And the reason for that, and it's like that on your rhinestone starter kit, you can't resize the rhinestone designs because the holes get bigger. Well, that will happen with these, so you can't make them bigger or smaller, but what you can do is take any shape, any design, and ask it to paper pierce it for you. So that's what you're going to get in your kit. You get your designs, you get your tool, your holder, you get your 2 tools, and you get your mat. Shop, is it still paper? No? Yes? Shop paper, the code for the piercing?
It's shop kit.
Shop kit. That will get you that for £76.99. Then you've got your discount. Points will go back on. No shipping because you're over £35. So I wanted to show you that because it's a nice addition. Is that one? It works really, really, really well with everything that we're bringing you. So it's a good one to have. Just a note on when you're going to set it up, you're going to come into your little spanner here on your home screen, and we're going to go down to the bottom. This is where your premium functions are, and they'll all be switched off, and you literally put them on. And then, in fact, let's do it. Let's set up a design for you, and then it can be doing it while I take you into Canvas. So if we go into here, let's bring on a square and set that on the mat, and then let's add and bring on a, I don't know, let's find a different shape. Let's go in and do a octagon, because we can. Okay, so we're going to make the square bigger. So we're going to go to Edit and Object Edit. We're going to make that bigger. I'm going to move that out of the way before I start. And we're going to make that, let's make that 6 inches. There we go. Now, I know a lot of you saw this yesterday, but I do want to recap this because we do have some left. But when it's gone, I have no idea how long it's going to take us to get back in stock. So I'm going to put that in the middle of there, and we're just going to pierce it. Okay, so actually, now what I'm going to do is create an offset line of that square, so we've got a cutting line around the outside edge, and we'll make that 2 millimeters. So I've now got 2 squares. The original one is kept selected. So for that, what we're going to do is go to Object, Edit, and this little function here is going to put that dotting detail on. You can also set the distance between the shapes. Now, just because I've got it set to inches doesn't mean you can't change it to millimeters. You can. But I'm just going to leave it there, and then we're going to do this. So we're going to group the squares together first of all. So we're going to multiple select part of the mat, drag over that. Actually, can I do that? Yeah, I can do all of it in one go. So go back. We're going to multiple select everything on the mat, and we're going to align them centrally vertically and centrally horizontally. So we know that's in the middle. I'm going to tap the screen to release the shapes. I'm going to use my select arrows to get to the octagon, and I'm also going to put that as a piercing line as well. Okay, so now to select all of it, we're going to multiple select everything, and we're going to move it up to the top here like that. Right, so we're good to go. So now all we're going to do is we're going to keep going till we get to please select, and this time you're going to select pierce, and it will only do that inside square and the octagon, and then when I ask it to cut, it'll do the outside square. Now the other great thing about this mat, which I didn't know they were going to do, but I'm really glad that they did, is they've made it so that you can cut on it. Now, I wouldn't use it as a regular cutting mat all the time, but you can actually cut on it. So instead of having to unload it, I've got room for everything on here. Instead of having to unload it and then scan it in and do all that, because it won't pick up dots. Well, it will pick up dots, but it won't find it as a shape. So then it can't find it as a layer. So what they've done is made it so that you can cut on that. Right, I'm just going to grab a piece of card and then we can get that piercing. Now a little tip for you, and I don't know if I brought any in or not, probably haven't. Stencil spray. Oh yeah, you have. Better organised than I thought. Now, never, ever, 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 ever spray your mat. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Please don't do that, because if you get glue anywhere, especially down here or where your rollers go in and out, it'll void your warranty. Okay, that's what the pin flare stencil glue is for. This is a little bit of a spray, and the reason that I do this is because the needle that's in there is going to go like that, and it's going to go through that card, and then it's going to pull itself back out. And I found, not on simple designs, but on more detailed designs, what was happening was, as it was going down and coming out, it was lifting the card slightly. So I got really good holes at the beginning and not so good towards the end. So a little bit of stencil spray on the back of your card. Remember, this doesn't leave any residue, so you're good to go. I'm going to pop that on there. Give it a burnish down. Oh, excuse me. Give it a... Melanie, hold the mat. Give it a burnish down. And then all we need to do is load this mat into here. So the mat is completely different, all right? It recognizes it as the paper piercing mat. So it's no good taking it off and trying to use it as a normal mat, because it's made for this. Right, so all we now do is take the blade out and we pop that in like so, and we push that down. Stay there. Now it won't click like it does normally, so you're going to push that down and just push it back slightly so it holds in place. And then all we need to do is press start. It's prompting me to lift the lever up, so it lifts the back rollers up so it doesn't hit that scanning unit. And once you've done that, you press OK and start. Right, while that's doing that, I want to take you into Canvas Workspace. And I know I do this a lot, but I want you to get the most out of every single design that we sell you, because that's really important. So I'm going to do this as if, because I've got a USB in my laptop and that machine's working. So I've got my files on my USB so I can access them while I do this. Now we started to do this a bit this morning, and then Canvas went, nope, not playing. Oh, here we go again. Not playing, not having it, and I'm not going to do anything. And sometimes it does that, and you've just got to wait or refresh it. Reboot it, refresh it, and start again. So to import a file, I'm going to go to SVG at the top, and I'm going to go to choose file in here, and this is going to open up your computer, okay? And then I'm going to try and find my USB. I definitely need a new computer. Let me just pop this back in a different one. It's not the USB, it's definitely my computer, because it's old now and it needs looking at and sorting out. I keep saying that, and then I never get it done because I'm never at home long enough to do it. Right, let's see now. So choose file. Come on, there we go. USB, there we are. Let's grab it quick before it changes its mind. Then I'm going to scroll down here. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom, because when you put files onto your USB, it will put them in alphabetical order. So we're going right the way down here. Look how much stuff I've got in here. And we're going to go into number 22, which is the lace one. And we're going to do the broderie circle. The words today, it's not my words, it's my diction. Then we're going to go into the circle. So you've got the matte layer and you've got the detail itself. Okay, so we're going to work our way through and see how many different things we can get out of this one shape. All right, so first of all, we've got an outside edge. So if we click on the outside edge, we can duplicate that. So let's go to edit and let's duplicate that. So we've got 2 of them. So that now becomes a card blank. Okay, let's see if it'll allow us to do an offset on that. Some shapes it does, some shapes it doesn't. And remember, these are tattered lace designs from USBs. So you won't be able to do everything with all of them because a lot of them have detail lines in. But you can use the detail lines and set it as a drawing only line and then cut the rest if that's what you want to do. So I'm going to try an outward one. I'm going to leave the original as it is and we're going to press OK. Now some it does, some it doesn't. And it's a funny thing because it's plotting out. This one, it's like, yep, I can do that for you. So straight away, you've got your matte layer. And because you've got that, you've then got a frame, right? Because you can create an inward on that, cut that out. So we've got our original. Now, when I click on this now, it's coming up with all that detailed design, okay? Because it sees that inside bit. Don't do this to me again, please. It sees the inside bit, all that detail. Come on, Canvas Workspace. Because I'm doing too fast, that's what it is. Give us a minute. You can take all that detail and you can play around with it. And that's the great thing about it, all right? So right now it sees it that is sat on top of that circle. So we can move the detail if we want to get to that circle. So we can move that edge. So you've got another edge there as well, which is super cool. And then you can get to that shape when it decides to work. There you are, it's a bit slow. I need to slow down a bit, which might not be a bad thing. That might not be a bad thing. But I can also put that in the middle of there and then create a perfect matte layer for this, which is super cool, right? So what I'm going to do is grab all of that, first of all. Bear with, let me group this first. Oh, come on, Canvas. I don't know why it does it some days and not others, but it is frustrating when you're trying to do a live show. Right, so we're going to grab all of this like that. So all those individual elements you can edit. So you can take bits out. You might take bits out and make a completely new design. So the first thing I'm going to do is group that together and I'm going to duplicate it so I've got another one, okay? Because I want to make sure that we've got enough to try all these different things. If not, we can re-import it back in, it doesn't matter. So I've now got 2 of these and you can hear the machine doing the paper piece and in the background. There you go, it stopped. I'm going to have a quick look at this while we're doing that. Look at that. How fabulous is that? Just that extra little bit of detail. Isn't it fantastic? And then you can take that out, pop that in, and then all we do is press OK. Please select, cut. The only line that will come up will be that square, and then we just press start. Right, so we've now got both. So I'm going to put this layer back around this outside edge first of all. Come on. Right, so we're going to grab both of those, like that. Yep. Oh, can we start tapping Wednesday now instead of lace? The codes had to change because of the gremlins. Are we all sorted out now? We've got comments and everything? We're not sure. All right, so bear with us. And then, you know, you can watch this back as well, can't you? Right, so we're going to go to edit and we're going to align it centrally vertically. And then we're going to go edit and we're going to align it centrally horizontally. That's it. Right, now, as I was telling Stephanie earlier on today, the outside edge, so this shape here, the one that we've just put round that detail, it sees it as a solid with all those pieces sat on top. And I know a lot of you know this, but we get new people all the time wanting to learn how to get the most out of it. And I think when we're bringing you a deal like this, this is a must-have. This is one that you're going to use time and time and time again, because what you see on there isn't just what you get, because you can do all this with it. Right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is divide this, because it sees it as a solid with all those pieces sat on top. And what we're going to do is we're going to send down a digital punch that's going to punch all those pieces through that outside edge so it sees it as one shape. If we did that for you before we put it on as a download or on a USB, you wouldn't be able to do all the other stuff, because it would see it as one shape and you can't ungroup one thing because it's one thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to select both of those first of all, and we're going to go to edit at the top, or you can right click whichever you prefer. And then down in process overlap is divide. And what divide does in my head is it sends this digital punch down and it punches all those pieces through that back shape, and it leaves you with the waste that's left behind, a bit like die cutting. You know when you cut a die, so you've cut the die, that's your die cut out, and all these bits are left behind. But we're not going to waste those either. So we're going to grab all of those and we're going to group those together, so we've got that to play with as well. Now remember, this is one of hundreds of designs that you're getting with that download, and you can be doing this afternoon because it's a digital download. You can literally be playing with this afternoon. Right, now I've got this. Oh, here we go. Right, got this. So the first thing I want to do, you cut that out and you get that beautiful, beautiful doily effect. In fact, I cut it this morning and that's exactly what you get. Now there was over 100, and I think there was 130 odd different sizes of that you could do from this up. Now, there are no small pieces on there apart from that one there. Now that's much bigger than 3mm, so you could go smaller if you wanted to. So you're looking at a lot of different shapes and sizes. So now what you can do is you can make the project that you've got in your head, not the project that you have to, because that's the size of your die, right? And it's incredible. Right, so I want to split this because I want to make a header. All right, so what I'm going to do now is bring on a basic shape. Now you have to have divided before you do this. It doesn't work otherwise. And I'm going to bring on a square. Okay, so it's going to bring that on for me. I'm going to then move this so it's kind of central that way across the middle, and then I'm going to expand it out. So I'm just going to stretch it because we're not bothered. Well, if you want this to go as part of a card, then you will make sure that this rectangle is the size that you want the card to be. Okay, so I'm just going to nudge that down a little bit, and then I can select both of those shapes. So select both of them, and I can want to make sure that it's aligned centrally vertically, so I know that that design is in the middle of that rectangle. And then while I've got that selected, I'm going to go to edit and we're going to divide that, and that's going to split that shape. So now you can make a header. Amanda's looking at the screen and she's just got the camera like that. You need to come and look at me, they won't be able to know what I'm doing. Can you see me on the screen? Yeah, they need to see me as well. And I've just done that and she's just gone. I looked at me, I know, Amanda, right? So watch this. So now you've got your gatefold, but you've also got all of this. So you've got, come on, split there. You've got that and you've got that. Come on, canvas, don't die on me now, thank you. There we go, but you've also got this. So that can then cut in. I know, Amanda, right? Her brain is literally now going, right? Now then, there's the value. So that design that cost you 20 pence, right? 20 pence. Now look, right? Mats and layers, if you want to do that. Gatefold cards, if you want to do that. But the header, that bit, I think is lovely. And that cut into your card will look absolutely stunning. So let's group that together because we can do that bit as we can use that bit as well. Yes, Amanda. Amanda has a question. Amber, shall we put a mic on Amanda?
Yeah.
And then you can talk to me while we're doing that, because that's quite nice as well, because Amanda will ask the questions that I forget.
So on there,
Yes.
you know, because you've got your header.
Yes.
So can I, now we've put a piece of cardstock on the mat.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to use that header
Mm-hmm.
and the piece that you've just moved over
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a whole piece of card
Yep.
where it will cut out the header,
Yep.
but then cut in the detail on the bottom, but leave it within the card
Correct.
blank.
I know, right?
You can't do that with a die.
I know. You can't split it, can you?
Absolutely not.
Right. So square. Right, we're going to bring in a basic shape now, and I'm going to make this the same width as this. So that is 69.7. So I'm going to make that 69.7. So go into properties, and we're going to do 69.7 wide, which is this one. So backspace that. 169.7 and then press close and it will make that. Oh, that wasn't right, was it? 169.7 maybe, Melanie. That might be better. Go on. Yay! No? Oh, 138.9. Sorry, my bad. Right, let's go into here.
Where did you
Let's
get
make...
69.7 from?
Because it was 16. Well, look. Come on, select it. Look, 69.7.
Oh, yeah, it was the other bit.
Right, forgive me. I didn't just make a random number up, although that is possible. Right, I'm going to make this 140. So let's just do 140 on this, shall we? 140. And we'll separate the height and the width, which will make a difference. Right, there's my rectangle now. So I can bring this down here now, and I can overlap it. And I just need to overlap it at the bottom a little bit, and then I can make this my card shape. So I'm going to select both of those now, and we're going to align them either to the left or the right or centrally vertically. So I'll do it centrally vertically, and then we're going to weld. So we're going to go to edit, and we're going to weld those two together, and there is your card. Right? Now that could be your wedding invitation. And what you could do then is design with the fonts that are inside Canvas Workspace, design your wedding invitation. It would draw it, it would foil the detail if you wanted it to, and then it would cut it out for you. And that's just the beginning. But what if we want to go a little bit further? So we'll do this and then I'm going to recap those designs for you, because for me, this is absolutely invaluable. And the way that Amanda's looking at it, I can see as a crafter, which we all are, and as a creative person, you're going to get so many different things out of this one design, and that's the joy. So this time I'm going to split it in quarters. So I'm actually going to bring that down to there. Let's see if it works if you put a line on top of a line. I haven't tried that bit before. Let's see what this looks like. And I have no problem. I'm just going to edit and align that to the top, and then we'll see truly if it works. And then we'll divide and see what we get. Because sometimes I've done stuff and sometimes I haven't. And 9.5 years into the journey of the machine, I'm still learning new things. That's the great thing about it. So we've got, let's see, we've got our square, which we've pulled away. Let's see if we've split it into a corner. Oh, blinking stupid laptop. Right, have we got a corner? Yes, we have, look.
Yeah, we have.
We've got that there. I know, right? Let go of it. I don't need you to select it now. Let go. Isn't that amazing?
Put it down.
But we've also got, if we take that away, we've also got that one, and we've also got that. So now you can put that in the corner of your card, right? So that doily design that in one size, oh, I don't do that because I haven't grouped it together. That doily that was one size and cost you 20 pence, being very conservative with that, can I say? It's probably even less than that. You can now do all these different things with it. How fabulous is that? Now, you could also, and I'm going to just keep doing this, please put this in your basket. Do the bundle if you can stretch to it. We've got all the individual designs, so sets of designs at £12.50. We've never done that before, but buying it in the bundle means you're getting them for £10 each before your club discount. So you've got a further £10 saving if you're buying it as a bundle. Right, let's bring this one back in and see what we can do with this, if it'll let me. There we go. So let's edit and ungroup, so we can get to all of this detail inside here. So if you wanted to create your own border, I'm going to drag this and I'm going to pick up what I can without overlapping what I don't want. So I'm going to then right click and I'm going to group, you little horror. Right. Right, so I'm going to do this. This is my computer, I have to say. Go to edit and group it. Right. Now, you haven't got all the pieces there because you've got some really tiny little pieces. If I click on that now, I've still got these small pieces at the bottom, but I've managed to get all these at the top. So we're going to click on those and then we're going to press shift and we're going to go in and we're going to pick up the other pieces that we want. So we want that one and we want that one. And then we want those two smaller ones there, that one and that one. And then hopefully, it's done it properly, edit and group, or if I've done it properly, more to the point, we should have, go on, please work, all of those, oh, missed those two. Right, so undo, again, okay, undo is your best friend in Canvas Workspace, especially if it decides to work. Oh, it's having that moment again. Right, so you would go back in and you pick up those two little pieces. Oh, there we go, it's done it now. It's just taking its time, it's thinking. It's Wednesday and it's halfway through the week, it's tired. Do you have that weekday lull halfway through the week and you're like, oh, I wish it was Friday, but then you get reinvigorated again maybe. Come on, right, I'm going to zoom in then I can see it better. That's a good idea, Melanie. What if you did what you told everybody else to do? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right, we're then going to click on that, we're going to press shift, and now I can see these little pieces down here clearer. So we're going to select that one. Yeah, it's going to take its time, isn't it? Come on, people. Oh, it might be internet. We're having a few issues with internet. In fact, we've got a few of you saying that the screen was freezing your end and it was fine our end. And oh, it's just technology, isn't it? It's great when it works. Right, come on. Oh, you little horror. Right, you know what? Let's just do it with these bits because it's going to take too long now for this. Right, so let's say we want that. I nearly did it, but I didn't quite did it. So let's see if I can get those bits there. These two here and those there. Go on, get in there. Right, got you. Haha, group. I'm just wary that it's not very exciting, is it? It's all right, I'm going to move it over and just position it back in here like that, see? And then I'm going to align them, right? Easy. So I'm going to align them both so that they're centrally vertically to make sure that it's in the middle. Right, so we've now got that bit, okay? So let's get rid of all this for a start. We can keep all, or you can re-import it at any point. Now then, what if I want to create a border like that? Well, I can do that, but I might want an offset. Right, and I haven't got an offset. Undo, Melanie. Oh, this is driving me crazy because it's slow. Right, I'll do this bit and then I'm going to go back down the counter because this is just painful. Right, let's grab all of that and group it together. So edit and group. Right, we're going to create an offset line for this because all these pieces are separate. So we've no outside edge. So all you're going to do is go to edit, go to your offset function and create, let's do a 3mm outward offset line. Now, before I do that, I'm going to cancel it because I want to duplicate this. Okay, so we're going to go edit and we're going to duplicate this. So we're going to move this one out of the way over here. That's going to be a keeper. We're going to keep that one. And then we're going to create an offset line on this one. So up to the top, offset, I'm going to do 3mm outward and delete the original, right? Because otherwise you end up with lots of little pieces and you don't know which is which. Right, now all of those have now overlapped. So I'm going to grab them all. I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to weld them together. And that's going to give me an offset. I know, Amanda. Now, if I want that narrower than 3mm, I can go to edit. I can select that, first of all, that would help. And then go back to edit and create a 1mm inward. So then I've only got a narrow frame. Now, it might work with 2mm. It might work with 3mm. You've got to try it. If it doesn't work with 1 or 2, try 3 and then go inward after that. So inward is going to give me that narrower matte layer around the outside edge. It looks like a Space Invader, that. Looks like one of those things that used to go beep, 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 beep. It does. Remember? On Atari? Beep, 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 beep. That's brilliant. That'd make a really cool card, actually, wouldn't it? Yeah. And then we could go to edit and align it centrally vertically and edit and align it centrally horizontally. Now, if you go onto our YouTube channel, there's a whole series of classes. There's one called Switching Up Your Stencils. This kind of thing is what I'm going to teach you. So there's education there already. If we go to edit now and divide that, so we punch that detail through there, we can now create a completely different design. Now, sometimes it needs dividing, sometimes it doesn't. In this particular one, it did. So it's left all those waste pieces behind, which we can delete. But now what we can do is take these and duplicate it several times. So let's do 4 in a row. So just duplicate it a few times. Now it's thinking about that because I pressed it a few times. It's going, how many? There you go, see? So I'm going to bring one over here and then you can put your next one next to it, okay? And you're going to align that. So we're going to nudge that over first of all because we can overlap them, because we can weld. So we're going to do that. We're going to overlap them slightly because we've divided them. We can then do this. We're going to grab both of these. We're still on that one file that's cost you 20 pence. Can I just say that? And then we're going to weld those two together. So now you've got the beginning of your border. Then you'll do that again and put another one here. Then you can have another one coming down here and create a brand new frame. You can take one, rotate the other one, put it underneath itself and create a whole circle and make a completely brand new doily from the waste bits that are left behind. I mean, come on, 20 pence for that file, and I haven't even begun. Seriously, I could keep going and going and going and going. I could spend a whole day with that design and come up with loads of different stuff. That's the versatility of buying a scan and cut and SVG files, because not only can you cut these, you can draw them, foil them, emboss them, paper pierce with some of them. It's incredible value for money. Right, let's go through these again so that you know what you're buying. Remember, shop bundle will get you everything. In fact, I'm going to do exactly what Stephanie did this morning. If you want that one, it's Shop Glam and it's £12.50. Let's have a good look at those, Amanda, while I lay these out. So Shop Glam will get you all of those designs for £12.50.
I love the shoes.
Aren't they fabulous?
The shoes was my thing that got me to
Favourite,
Tattered lace.
was
yeah.
it? See,
Yeah.
Amanda, the shoe was the
just the
design that got Amanda starting working with Tattered Lace, and now
Absolutely.
she works for the company. Hi, Diane's here. She's up. Are you doing a thing? Need to come in. Hi.
Everybody. Hello, I've just borrowed Amanda's.
Have I done something wrong?
No, you've not done
Am I
anything
in trouble?
wrong. Nobody's done anything wrong. No,
Good.
you're not in trouble.
For once. Wow, I think I need to go out and come back in
I'm
again.
a bit close to say that, aren't I?
I don't know.
We just need to let you guys know. Obviously, we know there's been a bit of a issue where the entries for Spin the Wheel haven't been coming through.
Right.
We are still going to draw at random at the end of the show, so that's fine. That's all going to go through. We've just had a phone call from Denmark from the guys at Spray. Their systems are having issues at the minute.
Right.
So it appears that in this show, the shop codes aren't working either. So
That makes sense.
What we're going to say to you is please go to the shop ahead link. So if you've had your email this morning, you can click that link, but also go to the website, to highlightcrafts.com. Once you've seen everything that Mel's got, once you've watched the show, go to highlightcrafts.com/live shopping. You'll see we've moved it to the top of the page now.
Yes.
There's a button that says see today's live, see today's offers. Click there and you can shop all the shows from the day. So yeah, that's where you can get all your deals, because the shop codes just aren't working at the moment.
Fine.
So we'll update you as soon as we get any more news from Denmark.
Lovely.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks, Diane.
No problem. Thank you.
Right, brilliant. That makes sense. Right, so I did wonder about that when we said that the codes won't work when yeah. Mind that camera. Everybody that comes in here ends up doing that.
Just went over a speed bump.
Yeah, whoop, like that. Quick, whoop, quick bounce. Right, so Shop Glam gets you that one. Shop Deco gets you all of those. Shop Typical, yeah,
Yes.
Typical gets you those. And my favourite, Shop Lace. Look at all of this lot now. I don't know whether we're bringing this back at 6 o'clock tonight. We'll need to work that bit out. But if we are, where are you going? Are you coming along here? Look at all this lot. If we are, we'll take a doily and we'll split it down. And that one, you've got loads of different bits and bobs out of it. It's brilliant. I'll show you how to take a corner, make it into a frame, how to create an offset for the inside, not the outside. And it's just, honestly, the versatility in this. I would pay £12.50 just to have those as SVG files right there. Just to have, good grief. 2 rows gives you 16. And then you've got all that. Go on, Amanda.
I'm going to admit something now.
Oh,
I've got all of these at home
On USBs.
on physical USBs that
Yep.
I paid £79 for each
There
one.
you go. £12.50.
I am gutted.
£10. Yeah, but do you know what? You've had all the use out of those.
Yes, I
haven't
have.
you? So
Yes.
you've had the use out of them over the last years.
Yes.
But what a great opportunity to get a huge amount.
It is. In
of
fact, I can't get far enough
stunningly
away to get it all
beautiful-
in.
I know, stunningly beautiful designs. All of it, $39.99. Then you get your club discount. Then you get your loyalty points, and there's no postage because it's digital. All we need now is for the shop codes to work. And we're in business. Honestly, Gremlins, at least we know what it is. It's not our internet thank goodness, at least they can fix it. So, as Diane said, go to highlightcrafts.com. On the home page, you will see the banner that says Shop Today's Deals. I don't want anyone missing out on this. And I'll show you this because this happened last night. Stephanie came in while I was on air doing Scan and Cut last night and wiped across all the prices that we'd written out and went, nope, we're not having that. We're halving the price. Right, we've got 2 minutes. Oh, quick. Spin the wheel.
Do 2 winners. So
Two.
David, Brian, the first one.
David, first one. Spin that wheel. You have to tell me what number it is, Amanda. Please don't be 5 or 9.
3.
Excellent. Goodie bag. Brilliant. Messages at highlightcrafts.com and you'll get that. And then another one.
Bridget Shepherd.
Bridget Shepherd.
6.
Number 6. Another goodie bag. Yes. Both of you winning goodie bags. Please messages help at Highlight Crafts. That wasn't a fix because I couldn't even see the wheel. So I might be in trouble for that, but hey ho, who cares? Right, no, I won't. So next up is David. And then we will be back later on with you. Don't forget to shop ahead with those. He's peering through the window, looking like, come on, hurry up, woman, get on with it. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Bye.